Hey everyone, welcome to the message for today. We're going to see what you guys need to know right now. Keep in mind it's general, okay? This could be past, present, or future. You will know best how this resonates for you, all right? So before I get into the reading, now I don't know what the exact law is on this, right? There's got to be a law about this. When somebody gets you to sign paperwork, but under false pretenses, right? It's like they tell you that this signature is for one thing, but then they turn around and they actually say it's for something else, right? It's kind of like tricking you into signing a piece of paper. For some reason, that might be coming up for someone here, okay? It's like, let me see if I can find an example, all right? It's kind of like, let's say you have a landlord, all right? And they want you to sign a piece of paper to verify something about your electricity, right? So they're like, sign right here. This is just for the electricity, okay? So they get you to sign the paperwork. And you think that you're signing something off for your electricity, right? And then they turn around afterwards and try to say that that signature is actually for something completely different. Isn't that illegal? I'm pretty sure that's illegal, right? I just don't know what that is exactly, but it's got to be something like a signature due to some sort of coercion or something like that, right? It's like fraud. I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to do that, right? You're not allowed to get someone to sign a piece of paper under a false pretense and then make it look like it's something completely different. So that might be coming up for someone here, okay? Something like that, where you might have signed a piece of paper but under a completely different circumstance, or this person telling you that the signature was for something completely different, unrelated, only to then turn around and try and claim that the signature was for something else, right? That's got to be illegal. I'm pretty sure that's illegal. That's got to be illegal in some sort of way. Let's see, what's going on with this energy here? The Hierophant, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles, and then we have the Ten of Cups at the bottom. Okay, so we're dealing with a Hierophant energy here. This is someone possibly in some sort of authority position. This could even have something to do with, I mean, the Ten of Pentacles is here. This could even have something to do with like a bank or a will, a notary, a court, someone in authority, all right? The Two of Pentacles, something being switched out, switched around. That could be a signature, right? Let's see what this is. Why is the Hierophant here for the collective? Strength, the Six of Swords, and the Hermit. All right, so we have Taurus, Leo, and Virgo. Someone here is trying to get away with something, okay? They think that they can get away with something because they've done something in secret, or they think that they can keep something secret. Yeah, this is giving like something along those lines, right? It's like they trick you into signing something under false pretenses and think that that's how they're going to get away with something here, possibly even in court. So this is maybe someone, we'll have to see what that is exactly, what this Hierophant is, but that's what this is giving me, okay? Let's see. Could have something to do with a contract, right? Some sort of a contract, a binding contract. What's the Ten of Pentacles? The Four of Cups in reverse. The Ten of Wands. And the Queen of Cups. This has to do with a Queen of Cups and a burden, or somebody trying to put a burden on someone, or somebody working very, very hard. Something feeling like a lot. What's the Two of Pentacles? The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Bad luck, bad karma. The Five of Cups. Somebody's going to be sad about this. About this choice. Somebody really thought that they could just switch something around and why do I feel like this person thinks that you are going to think you're out of luck with something, right? When it comes to moving forward with something or this choice. It's like this person, whoever they are, they could know that you planned on taking them to court, right? To get something back. And so they're using some sort of a signature here to possibly say, oh no, I don't owe you anything. Look, you signed this piece of paper. Yet that signature was done under some sort of like fraudulent coercion or something like that, right? That's what this is giving me. Tell me more about the Hierophant. The Knight of Cups, the Seven of Cups. This is somebody that's trying to create some sort of confusion here about something being given to someone. Being given to someone. What's that about? What's the Hierophant? The courthouse. The courthouse. All right. So someone is trying to create some sort of confusion here with the courthouse. They're trying to get away with something. Privileged lady and a coffin. They think that they can end your money this way. So this is someone that stole money from you, okay? Or they're trying to end your money, or you're put an end to your finances, okay? That's kind of what that looks like. They think that they can just get away with this. The Queen of Swords and the Five of Wands. This has to do, I feel like the Five of Wands is a legal battle, okay? Or a court fight or something like that. Tell me about the Hermit. The Three of Wands. Yeah, a secret plan. The Knight, a secret plan with information or communication. And I really feel like this is like a document or a letter. So this person planned this. This was premeditated, okay? Let's see what that is. Because they knew that you were planning. This person knew that you were going to take them to court over something. All right. So this is giving me a forged signature, or like I said, a signature under false pretenses. Despair. They think that you're going to be in despair over this. Maybe they think you're going to feel hopeless over this, that you're going to feel distraught and in despair over this. It's like them presenting you this piece of paper, right, with your signature on it, and they think that you're going to look at it and feel hopeless about it and feel like, oh no, now I don't have a chance, even though you know that they lied to you to get this signature, that they told you something different to get you to sign this piece of paper, that the reason why you signed it in the first place is not what they are now claiming afterwards, right? So they think that you're going to feel hopeless about this, when in reality, if you know your rights, and I've got to look it up, I'm pretty sure that's illegal. You can't get someone to sign a piece of paper and then turn around and say it was, that signature is for something completely different, right? So they think that this is how they're going to get you to give up. They're not expecting something here, lovers. They're not expecting something. What is that? What are they not expecting? The Four of Swords. They're not expecting something here with a, I mean, maybe the Lovers is just a contract. I don't know. No, the Knight of Wands. What is that? In a bed again? Lovers in a bed. Knight of Wands. Or somebody taking some sort of action in silence. In silence. What is that about? Somebody is hiding, pretending something about money or stability, security, permanence, growth. They're trying to hide something. They're trying to pretend something. When it comes to money, they're hiding money, or they're hiding something about their stability, or they're trying to pretend something here when it comes to this stability. This could even be like, yeah, identity fraud. They feel like you don't have the key. Something about not having the key. Not having the key. Not having the key to what? To take this risk. Death in reverse. Or somebody is taking, they're taking this leap of faith because they think that you can't end something now, or or to stop something from changing, or to stop an ending. Ten of Cups in reverse, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, a broken family, somebody losing a blessing, not getting some sort of money, losing something of value, a broken family. Huh? What is that about? A main female. Great fortune in reverse. Yeah, it's like somebody that took your money, or something about losing a lot of money. What is that about? Yeah, not abundance in reverse, not getting your money, not getting what you want. This is someone that doesn't want to give you what you want, or they don't want to give you your money. Abundance in reverse. They're lying something, they're hiding, they're pretending something about money, stability. They don't want to give you the money that they owe you. This has to do with love. Love? I don't think so. Okay, what am I missing here? Yeah, something about work or traveling, the Chariot, something about being determined with a plan, wanting to move forward determinedly to work on something. But again, the Knight of Wands, a plan. What is that about? This has to do with sudden change, shocking news about someone's choices. Somebody is getting some sort of sudden change, a surprise, an epiphany about the choices that somebody is making. Whose choices, though? Whose choices is this about? Or it's lightning. I mean, look, I did say electricity, right? At the beginning, lightning, electricity. Somebody's having a moment of enlightenment here. An epiphany. A moment of enlightenment and epiphany about someone's choices. Who's the person having a moment of enlightenment, though? Not concerned about a message. Why somebody was not concerned about a letter, not concerned about a message. Yeah. Okay, so let's say you have a lawyer, or you have someone representing you, right? And this person knows that you want to take them to court. And you're sending them letters, and they're not responding to the lawyer's letters, or whoever's, issuing these letters for you, or these messages, or you're sending messages, they're not answering. Okay, they're just ignoring it because they had an ace up their sleeve, is how they see it. They have this signature that at some point you might have given them for something completely unrelated, and they're turning around and saying, no, actually, I don't owe you anything because you signed your name right here. So that actually proves that I don't owe you anything because you signed off on this. And you're like, no, the fuck you did not. You did not sign off on this person not giving you your money. You signed off on something completely unrelated. Completely unrelated, like electricity, for example. And they're now turning around and saying, well, you signed off on it. It's like, no, that signature was done under fraudulent pretense, okay? That has got to be illegal in some sort of way. It's got to be, man. You can't trick someone into a signature. You can't tell this person, this signature here is for your electricity bill, and then turn around and say, no, actually this person signed off on their deposit. It's something like that. That's what this is giving me, okay? Or something completely unrelated to that. It's like they're saying, you signed this piece of paperwork for some sort of a service, and then they turn around and say, actually, this was your will. You didn't know, you just signed off on all that money. Okay, or a boss, right? A boss that says, here, sign this piece of paper. This is for your what's it called? The plus hours, the overtime, okay? Here, this is for your overtime. And then they turn around and say, actually, you just signed off on your overtime and you're not getting anything now. I'm pretty sure that's illegal, right? The gift, something that was supposed to be given to you, okay? Yeah, something that was supposed to be given to you or given back to you, right? Thoughts. Now someone is thinking, okay? Now somebody is thinking about this. Or whoever this person is that did this with the signature, they might have gone into the meeting with you knowing that they were going to trick you into the signature by telling you something completely different, right? So if you're sitting in a meeting with someone, if it's a boss, if it's a landlord, if it's whoever this is, okay, whoever it is that owes you money, and you're like, look, I'm going to take you to court over this because this is my money and I deserve it back. And they're like, okay, fine, we can go to court. Then we're going to go to court over it. But here, before we go to court, can you sign this piece of paper? This is not about the money that I owe you. This is for your overtime, or this is for your bill, you know, your utilities bill or something like that. And you're like, okay, fine, I'll sign that, but I won't sign anything else. And then they turn around and try and trick you. They trick you. A King of Pentacles in reverse. Greedy ass boss, landlord, shady business person. Greedy, this person is, all right? And they're about to get hurt. They're about to get hurt for this, all right? This communication or this false communication that they did. I'm pretty sure that's criminal. That's illegal. You can't say this signature is for this and that and then turn around and say it's for something else, okay? The Four of Swords. They thought they were going to get away with it too. They really thought that they were going to get away with it. This greedy, corrupt person, okay? A main male in reverse. That's who they are. They're just a main male in reverse. Greedy, shady business person that makes horrible financial decisions, okay? They're just greedy. High honor imprisonment. They don't want to go to jail. They don't want to go to prison. For what? For fraud, okay? Because that's fraud, man. Something they did with money. Something they're doing with money, that's a crime. You cannot force or coerce or trick someone into a signature, okay? I gotta Google that when I'm done, because that's coming through, but I don't even know what that is called legally. So what's this Two of Pentacles? Justice. They really thought, oh, I'll just switch it around and then we'll see how you can take me to court after I just tricked you into a signature, right? That's what they thought. The Star. Look at this. The Hierophant and the Nine of Wands, because this person thought if they trick you into a signature or trick you into signing a piece of paper under false pretense, then you won't have any kind of a defense in court. You can't even take them to court. How are you going to take them to court for your money when they just tricked you into a signature? When they can just turn around and say, no, look, collective signed off on this. And you're like, no, I didn't. I did not sign off on that. You told me that signature was for this. They think that you won't have a defense in court, but I'm pretty sure, like I said, what they did was illegal. You can't do that. You can't trick people into signatures like that. I'm pretty sure you can't do that. They don't think that anybody's going to see the difference. They don't think that anybody's going to figure this out, right? They don't think anybody's going to see the difference in this. All right, let's see. Yeah, they think that they're just going to get away with this. They think that they don't have to give you anything and they can just get away with it. With this letter, with this communication, with this letter, with this email, with this document, with this signature, that's what they think. They think that they can just get away with it. Are they going to get away with it though? Let's see. This was their bright idea here. This is their bright idea. To be a fucking liar and a thief and a criminal and get away with it. To be a liar and a thief and a criminal and a corrupt, greedy person. They think they're getting away with this. The Four of Pentacles in reverse. They think that they can force your hand to give up your money, right? The money that they owe you. They think that they can force it out of your hand by lying, okay? By lying, trying to trick you like that. The Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, they're like, that's my money. I'm not giving you anything that I owe you. Yeah, all right. The Eight of Pentacles. This is lies. They lied. They lied. In order to get a signature from you, they lied to you, okay? So you signed your name on something here. But it was not, that signature was not for what they said it would be. Okay, or what they're saying now it is. And they really think they're going to get away with that too. Let's see, what's this Wheel of Fortune in reverse? Bad karma. A house. This person is about to get bad karma for this house. Okay, bad karma for their house. So it could be a landlord for someone here, right? It could be your fucking greedy ass landlord. Okay, if you have one. If it's not your landlord, it's like your boss or something. The pathway that this person chose with their house. They're about to be sad for the choice that they made. With this letter, with this document, with this signature. Or they're trying to send you some sort of a document, a letter with your signature on it saying, no, you can't take me to court because you signed this piece of paper. So you signed off on your money, you signed this. And you're looking at that going, yeah, but I did not sign off on the money. I signed because you told me this, you told me that, you told me the signature is for this. I didn't sign off on the money. I signed for something completely different. This was a trick. Someone tricked you into signing something. Okay, so I just looked this up. What is signing under false pretense? So that is fraud, okay? That is fraud. Deception leads someone to sign a contract under false pretense is considered fraud. Here we have, tricking someone into signing a contract may be considered fraud or undue influence. So whatever this person did, it is fraud. It is illegal to force someone to sign a contract, false information. Yeah, this is fraud, okay? Not all signatures mean consent. If you were pressured, tricked, or forced into signing, you might have legal grounds to challenge it. So this person thinks you're not going to challenge the fact that they got you to sign a contract or sign a document under false pretense, right? Yeah. So they think you're not going to challenge it. They think, oh, look what I have in my hand. This is your signature, isn't it? So they think that they can play this like power game with you, apparently. But they just committed fraud by doing that. So let's see. What else do we need to know about this person here? Thinking that they're so smart. Or thinking that they can, it's giving me like a bully. So this person thinks that they can bully you out of taking them to court or taking some sort of legal action. But, I mean, isn't that grounds for like an investigation if this person is committing fraud like that? So, let's see. What else do we need to know about this? This King of Pentacles. This King of Pentacles just committed fraud, okay, with their company, with their institution, whatever corporation they belong to. This King of Pentacles is not going to get away with this fraud, all right? The Three of Swords, this person is going to be hurt here, or they're going to feel heartbroken, or the Magician, because they're creating an illusion. They tricked you, okay? Someone here got tricked. That's a trick. You're not allowed to do that. That's considered fraud, man. The Four of Wands in reverse, about leaving, moving out. Yeah, it could be a landlord. This could be a shady landlord, okay? So when you moved out, or when someone moves out, be careful what they want you to sign, because they're telling you that something is for your utilities bill, right? And then all of a sudden they're turning around saying, actually, I don't have to give you your deposit back, or I don't have to pay you this back, or I don't have to pay you your utilities back because you signed off on it. And you're like, no, the fuck, I did not. No, I didn't. And that's fraud. That's an illusion. All right. Illusion. Look at this. This person thinks that they can trick you and create an illusion, but you know you didn't sign whatever they said that you were signing. All right. The devil in reverse. That just makes that whole contract void right there. The Two of Cups. The Queen of Wands in reverse and the Seven of Cups in reverse. So there's someone here that's going to see through this illusion, okay? Or they're not able to trick you, or they're not going to be able to trick someone here, okay? What's that about? Not able to trick someone. Despair, into despair. Oh, into hopelessness. They want you to feel hopeless. Like, oh no, now I can't take them to court because they tricked me into signing this document under false pretense. So now I don't have a chance. Wrong. That's illegal, okay? Marriage in reverse, community in reverse. Yeah, something about this contract is void now. You can actually go and say that whole contract is void. The contract is void now, okay? Because that's fraud. The wealthy man thinks that they're just greedy. This is a person that doesn't want anyone to touch their money. They literally just stole from you. They stole a lot of money from you, okay? And they just don't feel like giving it to you. That's it. That's the whole thing. False person, great fortune. Yeah, this person is a liar. They're a false person and they just committed fraud, okay? So let's say, what's advice? What's the advice for collective here? If you're dealing with this person, what is your advice? What should you do after dealing with a criminal like this? What should collective do now? Take action as a Queen of Swords. Go speak your truth, man. Go tell the truth, all right? Go speak your truth. Go tell the truth. The King of Swords, go tell the truth and speak the truth. Go tell it. Go yell it from the rooftops that this is fraud. This person committed fraud. Yeah, you're protected. The Four of Swords. The Sun in reverse. They think it's not going to come to light. The High Priestess, but you know. You know that this was fraud, okay? And you might even have a witness, so they think it's not going to come to light. The Three of Swords. The Queen of Pentacles. The Hermit in reverse. This has to do with something not being investigated because of a Queen of Pentacles. Something not being investigated because of a Queen of Pentacles. What does that mean? Their wife? Oh, they don't want their wife being investigated, or what? The Privileged Lady. They don't want their wife and their wife's money being investigated, okay? A message of concern about the Privileged Lady, the main female. Yeah, this person is a corrupt official. Oh, so yeah, you're dealing with a corrupt person, that's for sure. Someone who definitely does some corrupt things here. Now, I don't know who this Capricorn, I didn't mean to say Capricorn, but whoever this Queen of Pentacles is, they don't want something to be investigated about this corruption. But you're not in despair, and they can't bully you into being in despair and feeling hopeless either. What is that Hermit in reverse? They don't want something looked into, or bad memories of the past here. Some sort of they want it to be a failure, or they want you to cut your losses and walk away from something. They want you to feel like you don't have a chance. Or some sort of a failure or unemployment in the past. A message and a Queen of Wands. A message and a Queen of Wands. Or a letter and a Queen of Wands. A message or a letter. Or is this a cat again? A King of Pentacles. What is this King of Pentacles getting into here, huh? The Devil. Oh, it's a Capricorn. So maybe it is a Capricorn here. Taking a leap of faith. Or it has to do with a contract. It has to do with a contract. They're going to get exposed. And then, yeah, and then they're going to lose. Six of Wands reverse. They're going to lose. They're going to lose this. Why are they going to lose? Huh? Because a main male, high honor, imprisonment. Because if they don't want to go to prison, they're going to give you your money back. Because I feel like you're definitely going to go. If this person did this to you and they committed fraud this way, okay, and they got you to sign something by tricking you under false pretenses, that's fraud. That's illegal. You can challenge that contract, okay? Someone doesn't want to go to prison. I mean, that's come out twice now. They're going to get defeated in court. They're going to lose. They're definitely going to lose. They might know that. Occupation. This has to do with someone's job. What are they holding on to? They're trying to avoid something completely different, I feel. They're trying to avoid something completely unrelated. Why are they trying to, okay, hold on. Why are they trying so hard to avoid you taking them to court? Why are they trying to avoid that one? Because I feel like that's what it's about. They don't want you to take them to court. So they commit fraud. That's smart. All right. Because they can't defend themselves here. They're not, because they're not going to be able to defend themselves if you take action. So they, okay, so it's basically like they know that if you take them to court, they're going to lose. Okay, they don't have a defense. They can't say anything to defend themselves if you take this action, this leap of faith. Okay, King of Wands at the bottom. So they think they can just stop it all together. Like, if this person owes you money, why not just give someone the fucking money? Like, what's the deal? Why is this person trying so hard to stop so that they don't have to give you what they owe you? They go so far to commit fraud even that they can just avoid giving you your money. I mean, because they're working together with other people. Oh. Right. Ace of Wands in reverse. Because they're working together with other people to stop you from taking some sort of action. So they don't want something to go to court. Six of Wands, because they know that you would win. Because they know that you would win. That's why. Page of Wands. They think that this letter, this document is going to stop you from taking action. Well, they're wrong, because I think that they just made it even worse. Queen of Cups in reverse. The Eight of Pentacles, working together with the Queen of Cups in reverse. Working together with a Queen of Cups reverse. And a Queen of Pentacles. Who are all these women? Lovers in reverse. Somebody is stressed out, scared, or this is how they want you to feel. I'm not sure. Either they want you to be scared of them, but you're not, or you should not be. Who are these two women here? Queen of Cups reverse. Official people. So it's because they're working together with officials. Or it has to do with someone's work, okay? So this Queen of Pentacles has come out twice with official person in the upright and upside down. So this Queen of Pentacles could be their wife. This is some sort of a corrupt official, some sort of corruption. And they don't want you to take them to court because of this Queen of Pentacles being an official. Or maybe this Queen of Pentacles is already like under some sort of scrutiny or being looked at because they've done something corrupt. And this King of Pentacles, who could be the husband, is trying to avoid like further scrutiny or further investigation into their practices, or maybe they're even doing some sort of corruption here with their whole business, right? So somehow their wife, or this Queen of Pentacles official person, is part of the reason why they don't want something to go to court. Or this Queen of Pentacles works for the court system in some sort of way. They're a corrupt court official. And since that person has maybe been put on some sort of leave or is not able to take the case, they know they're going to lose if it goes to a different judge, maybe. Maybe that's what it is. They don't have any more control over the judge. Who's going to be the judge in your case? So they just want to make sure nothing goes to court. You can't take anything to court. You can't take anyone to court, because then, you know, they're going to lose automatically because their friend or their wife, Queen of Pentacles, isn't the judge anymore. Marriage, it's their wife. Their wife is an official person, and that's who they're, a judge. So their wife is a judge, or someone here is married to a judge. Someone is married to a judge, and they thought that as long as all of the court cases go to this judge, that they can do whatever the fuck they want and get away with it. But now that's not on the table, and they don't want you to take them to court. Is that what this is? A mature woman. Or this is their friend, I don't know. So we got a mature woman, we got a married couple, we got an official person, a Queen of Cups in reverse, and a Queen of Pentacles. So pick one. Okay. Oh, it's a whole group of friends. Everybody's friends here. Okay, it's a whole network of corrupt officials and judges. Look at that. Look at that. Justice in reverse. It's a whole friends group. It's a whole network of corruption. Basically. Ten of Swords. Okay, and this is how they've been getting away with their corruption this whole time. The King of Swords in reverse is going to be exposed here. Who are all these people? They're all working together. These are a bunch of corrupt people. Now, I don't know if they're all in law or if they're just corrupt businesses, corrupt landlords, corrupt lawyers, corrupt judges, and everybody kind of just works together to steal from people, right? Or look at this. This is how this King of Pentacles has been getting victory and success. Because they just know a lot of people that dismiss their court cases or what. So this is someone that hasn't just stolen from you. They do this to basically to everyone, okay? And they feel untouchable about it, I guess. Yeah, this has to do with, look at this, the Four of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. This could be someone that steals, like, let's say this is a landlord, but they don't have just one property. Let's say this is someone that has, like, I don't know, 50 properties, okay? Like, it's a business for them, okay? Being a landlord is a business for them. Let's say they steal everybody's deposit. They do this to every single person that lives there. They take their deposit and then they don't give it back. Is that even legal? I'm pretty sure that's illegal. And now imagine if that, like some landlords really, they will let that whole thing fall apart. Like they won't even do anything. No renovations. They won't fix anything. They won't do anything. They'll let it fall completely apart. And then they'll steal your deposit. And they could be doing this to everyone. So imagine if you put on a deposit of, I don't know, between $1,000, $1,500 or something like that. And this person has all these different apartments and they steal every single person's deposit that wants to move out. That's a lot of theft. That's a lot of fraud. Is that what they don't want investigated, huh? Oh, this theft and this fraud and this deception and this manipulation. Five of Swords, that's sabotage, revenge, pettiness, winning at all costs, selfishness, okay, not caring who you hurt. The Eight of Swords in reverse and the Fool. This person thinks that they can take this leap of faith to free themselves from something, from some sort of entrapment here. What is that? Trying to free someone from some sort of entrapment, okay, or themselves. That's what they're expecting anyways. Or they're expecting this, So they have done this to, they must have done this to multiple people, this kind of signature fraud thing. Why do I feel like this is someone that's gotten away with that for a very long time, where they've done this to multiple people? And so they expect this to work because other people might not have challenged the fact that it's fraud. They're expecting something here with a main female. They're expecting you to be in despair and feel hopeless and feel like, oh no, like, oh, now I can't take action. Now I can't take them to court because, oh, they tricked me into a signature. No, bitch, you just committed a fucking criminal act doing that. Like, what is that supposed to scare off, really? Don't let that person scare you. 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Failure. The plan failed. Or they want you to feel like you're not going to get anything, or it's going to be a losing battle, or cut your losses, or you're not going to get anything out of it. Wrong. King of Swords, 4 of Swords. Yeah, because they don't want the truth to come out about the fact that this is manipulation and fraud. All right, again, Emperor at the bottom. So one more time, what should collective do here? What should collective do? Should collective take this person to court, or should just collective go straight to the police, huh? Should we go straight to the police? 2 of Wands, it's your choice. King of Swords in reverse. So there's a liar now here. There's a liar that's now feeling unsettled, stressed out, panicking, anxious, doesn't know what to do. A liar. Who's this King of Swords that keeps coming out? Who's that? This is someone that thought they could change something in court or a courtship, change something with a relationship, but now their path is going to get blocked. Coffin. CCC. Their pathway is going to get blocked. Something's going to end when it comes to a relationship, something they tried to change. Or it's a contract, C-O-C-O-C-O, contract. And because of who they're married to some sort of an official. Or they think that because they're an official, something about this contract, they think that this wealthy man is gonna have more pull, they're gonna have more weight. Why is this person so stressed out about what you're about to do next, huh? I feel like the only question is court or police, really, because that's fraud. The 6 of Cups, because of what they did in the past. With the contract, the Hanged Man, a moment of enlightenment about a contract in the past. This King of Pentacles in reverse. This greedy person. It's not telling me what you should do. I don't know why. I don't know why, but it's exposing this person. That's for sure. This King of Pentacles in reverse, what they did in the past with a contract is now being exposed. They're a greedy, corrupt person that committed fraud. Now they're stressed out and worried about the fact that you want to take them to court because of a King of Swords in reverse and a Queen of Pentacles, their wife or whoever somebody is married to. And they're trying to stop that from happening. So should you just go ahead and take them to court anyways? Because I feel like you have every right to. Queen of Swords in reverse, 10 of Swords in reverse. Something about a liar. Somebody's a liar, manipulative. Somebody's manipulating something here. 10 of Wands in reverse. Trying to avoid, they're trying to call you a liar. Or they're lying. Someone here is lying. They're trying to get a burden off their back, avoid a painful ending by holding on to something, holding on to some sort of money, okay? 5 of Cups, hoping that you'll be... Why won't you give me advice, okay? Come on, please, just give me some advice here. I know that that's what they're trying to do. But what's the advice? What should collective do about this person? Court. It's about their relationship, who they're in a relationship with, or their connections. Expectation. They had an expectation, or they're expecting you to take them to court, or they're expecting something here. This is how this false person is trying to move forward. A false person is trying to move forward. They have an expectation. With a mature woman in reverse, broken contract or a breakup. Well, I guess we're not getting advice, okay? I tried, guys. I tried, but just listen to your intuition. So, all right. Anything else with the outcome? Change. That's the outcome. Change. Something's about to change. For a main female. Or you need to change something. High honor. Something's about to change here with high honor, okay? Or you need to change something with high honor, okay? So go ahead and make a change. Lovers in reverse, because that contract is void now. That contract is absolutely void now. Void. Doesn't mean anything because it's a fake. They got you to sign something under false pretense. It means nothing now. It means nothing now. Being charmed or used. That signature only exists because this person charmed you to use you. That's it. This has to do with a breakup. Look at this. Contract in reverse. Agreement in reverse. No, you did not agree to anything. Okay? This contract is void now. You can rip it up. Okay? Because it's void. Just like your signature on that. Grim Reaper in reverse. Separation. Unsure of future. Yeah, this person, I bet, they're unsure of your choices. So maybe that's why no advice is coming out, because maybe it's better if this person doesn't know what you're about to do, okay? But I'm just going to leave it at that. All right, guys. Hope this helps, okay? Thank you for watching. Until next time.